Some lures earn their reputation over decades of proven results, and the Rapala jointed Shad Rap JSR-5 is one of them. Purpose-built to imitate a struggling baitfish, this crankbait blends technical design with practical effectiveness, making it a go-to for anglers chasing two of North America's favorite predators, bass and walleye. Its compact size, buoyant balsa wood body, and jointed action create a presentation that not only looks alive but convinces fish that it's an easy meal just within reach. The JSR-5 is a modest 2 inches in length and weighs 1/4 of an ounce. On paper, those numbers may seem small, but they perfectly mimic a juvenile shad, the very forage species like bass and walleye are conditioned to attack. Outfitted with 2 sharp VMC treble hooks, it's designed to convert strikes into hookups reliably. The segmented body is where the magic happens. Unlike a solid crankbait, the JSR-5's jointed construction creates a broken back swimming action, an exaggerated wobble that radiates vulnerability to the bass and walleye out there. To amplify this lifelike motion, Rapala has added an internal rattle chamber, producing a steady thumping sound that predators detect even in stained or turbulent water. One of the JSR-5's greatest strengths is its diving ability. Rated for the 6 to 13 feet range, it slots perfectly into the mid-depth strike zone where both bass and walleye feed most actively. Bass often patrol along weed lines, edges, or rocky outcroppings in exactly that range, while walleye commonly suspend near break lines, points, or drop-offs within the same band. By altering the line types and retrieval speed, you can control how deep the lure runs. On light monofilament, it tracks closer to the 6 or 7 feet, ideal for working over vegetation. With thinner fluorocarbon and long casts, it can reach down to 12 or even 13 feet, scraping the tops of rocks or diving into the sweet spot where walleye cruise. This versatility ensures you can present the bait at the precise level predators are holding at. What separates the JSR-5 from many mid-depth crankbaits is how it behaves on the pause. Constructed from buoyant balsa, the lure floats upward when you stop reeling. This simple detail transforms a standard retrieve into a strike-triggering technique. Imagine a shad struggling to rise towards the surface after being injured, exactly the illusion that this lure provides. Bass often strike the instant it begins to float, reacting to the sudden weakness. Walleye, which are sometimes more deliberate, find the rising action equally convincing, often committing after following the bait for several feet. A stop-and-go retrieve with deliberate pauses is one of the deadliest ways to catch fish with this lure. Durability and finish also help the JSR-5 shine. Rapala's craftsmanship means the paint holds up through repeated strikes and collisions with cover. The lip is tough enough to handle banging against rock or wood, and the joint is engineered to withstand aggressive fish. With a wide palette of color options, from natural patterns like silver, perch, and shad to bold standouts like fire tiger, anglers can match local forage or use highly visible colors in murky water. This adaptability makes the JSR-5 a reliable tool across seasons and even conditions. That said, the lure isn't without its limitations. At just 1/4 ounce, it does not cast as far as heavier crankbaits, and the jointed body creates extra drag in both air and in the water. Casting into a stiff wind can be a challenge, and retrieving through dense vegetation often results in snags. Additionally, the rattle that gives it strength in stained water can also backfire in ultra-clear pressured lakes, where many fish might shy away from unnatural sounds. And while its 6 to 13 foot range is highly productive, it leaves gaps both shallower and deeper. Anglers targeting ultra-shallow flats or fish holding in 20 feet or more will need other lures to fill those roles. Still, when conditions are right, the Rapala jointed Shad Rap JSR-5 is devastating. For bass, it excels along mid-depth weed edges or rocky transitions where baitfish school. For walleye, it's lethal when trolled across points or cast along break lines at dusk and dawn. Its combination of compact size, jointed action, and precise 6 to 13 foot diving range make it one of the most consistent fish catchers you can tie on. In short, the JSR-5 truly crushes bass and walleye because it operates where they feed, looks like what they eat, and moves like prey they can't resist. While not perfect in every scenario, it's a proven lure that can continue to earn a place in tackle boxes everywhere. Take care, my friends.